welcome back. This is Akanksha, and today we'll be solving a LeetCode question, that is add two numbers. Again, this is one of the most frequently asked question in interviews. This question is related to linked list, where you are given two linked list, and that is singly linked list, and you have to return a list that has the sum of these two numbers. One thing to note here is the digits are stored in reverse order, which is again easy for us because we can only traverse ahead. We cannot go back in this particular linked list. And this looks good. So let's begin. They already said that the two linked lists are non-empty linked lists, so we just don't have to write the edge case. But we should always have a good practice, So if L1 is equal to null, then in this case I would say return L2. And if L2 is equal to null, so I'll say return L1. Now in both the cases, even if both L1 and L2 are null, that's okay, we'll be returning null. And if not, then we'll say list node, instead of L1 and L2, let's say list1 is equal to L1. They always say it's a good practice not to modify the input, so we'll try not to do that. Now the new list that we'll be returning is dummy head is equals to new list node here. That's okay, we can leave it empty. And our list node current is equals to dummy head because we'll be traversing. Now the loop here, while list1 dot not next actually, but list1 is not equal to null, and list2 is not equal to null. But not and or, because we still want to get in this loop if any of the list is not null. So that is okay. Now my int x is equal to, again the if condition, if list1 is equal to null, then we'll be assigning 0 to it. If this is not the case, then we'll be assigning the value to it. So list1 dot val. Okay. Similarly, for our other variable, if my list2 is equal to null, then I'll be assigning 0, or else I'll be assigning list2 dot val here. Oh, I forgot to write 1, so that's okay. Also, we'll have to keep track of carry, so let's initialize it here. And maybe sum, because we'll be adding the values. So let's say our carry is equals to, before this, our sum is equals to x plus y plus carry, and our carry is equals to sum divided by 10. Now for our next node, cur dot next is equals to new list node, and here let's just insert this value. So now my cur dot next will have the value that I want. I have to now iterate ahead. So my list1 is equal to, again, if list1 is equal to null, then I don't want it to iterate ahead. That's okay. And if it's not, then I'll say list1 dot next. Again, list2 is equals to, if my list2 is equal to null, then list2 or list2 dot next. And obviously I want cur to go ahead in any case. And after this for loop, all I have to do is return dummy head dot next. Okay, what we are doing is we are initializing our dummy head and assigning it to cur. Carry and sum is 0. Now I want this for loop, oops, not for here but while. So my while loop will be my list1 not equal to null or list2 is not equal to null. Then we have to keep track of the null values. So if list1 is null, then 0, or else list1 dot value. List2 is null, then 0 list2 dot value. That is okay. Sum is equals to x plus y plus carry. For the first case, carry will be 0, and from the next one, it will be calculated here. So carry is okay. Cur dot next is equals to new node, and we are good. Let's see if this works. Hopefully it does. Yes, it does. Let's submit and check. Oh, oops, there's some problem. All right. So what if the number is 5, 5 and carry comes out to be 1 but not 0? In that case, again, after this while loop, we need to check. So if my carry is equal to 1, then definitely I want my cur to be new list node, the value that is in my carry, that is 1. But all I'm wondering is, I am doing here cur dot next, so I'm already pointing, so probably I'll need to do next here. Hopefully this works now. So if carry is 1, cur dot next, it should, I guess. Oh yes, it does. So this is the solution. This is the easiest solution that I can think of. Now, if I have to talk about the time complexity of the solution, so I think it will be maximum of m comma n, where m is the elements in my L1 and n is the elements in my L2. So whichever list has the maximum elements, the time complexity will be equal to that. So that will be linear. That's it. Thank you.